Hello and welcome to Thrive Yoga and Wellness. My name is Jennifer Dixon, and today I'm going to talk about something I mentioned in a recent email about some exercises I did with my sister to help with her low back pain. She's about to have a baby soon, and she's having typical low back pain, and I showed her some yoga-inspired exercises, PT drills, that she could do to help activate her glutes, which oftentimes tend to atrophy throughout life because let's just be honest, we sit a lot now. So our glutes stop working, stop firing, which puts a whole bunch of pressure on the low back. So I mentioned meeting up with my sister and seeing her, and we did these drills, and someone emailed and said, hey, what are these drills? I want to know. I want to do them. And so without just sending a super long email, I thought I'd shoot you a super quick video to show you a few of my favorite exercises to help activate the glutes, activate the abs, because strong glutes and strong abs help to protect the back. And then we'll also talk about another exercise that I do to help build up the muscles along the spine. Those are called the multifidus muscles. And those, when you have strong multifidus muscles, that means your disc can be very, very well supported. So let's get started. We're going to start out on our bellies. In yoga, this is called Shalambhasana or Locust Pose. You start out on your belly, and your hands can be down here on your side, palms up, palms down, or they can be up here by your chest, fingertips more in line with your chest. Now, here is the biggest cue you've got to remember. If you look, there's a really sharp curve in my low back. That means that there's a lot of pressure there. So you have to always think about tilting the tailbone down and sucking the belly in. So I'll demonstrate. This is nothing engaged. Now watch my tailbone, watch my bottom. It's going to tilt down and my belly came in and up. That's the way that you're going to be able to do this pose and keep it safe so you don't feel anything in the low back. And guess what? Hanging out right here is hard. It forces you to use your belly. If you see a chicken, that's our friend chicken. Her name changes every day. My daughter changes her name every day. So this is a chicken. Hello, chicken. All right. So for Shalambhasana, you pick your legs up. And you pick your chest up if you can. Squeeze the elbows together. This is a first. Squeeze the elbows together. Lengthen down through the tailbone. This is Ruger, my dog. And lift. So this is working your glutes, your hammies, and all of the muscles along your back, those little multifidus muscles that I mentioned earlier. Try not to stick your head up too much and jut your chin out because that can hurt your neck. So your chin stays tucked ever so slightly. Elbows are in if they're here by your hands are here by your chest, or your hands can be flat on the mat. Palms up or down, it doesn't matter. Hold this pose for 5 breaths at least. If you can do 5 counts, if you can do 15 counts, it's okay. If you want a little bit of extra credit, you can look to the side with your chin tucked for a few breaths or a few counts on each side. That helps to strengthen the cervical muscles, those muscles along the neck. So you can do this with your hands here, with your hands here. You can also do some nice shoulder exercises when you bring your hands forward and back and play with that swimming type motion. So that's exercise number 1. I love to do that exercise to help strengthen the muscles along those little bitty muscles along the spine. But as you saw, it helps to strengthen all the muscles along your back body, which is called your posterior chain. Now we're going to go through another exercise. Here you're on your hands and knees. Make sure your hands are stacked directly underneath your shoulders. Now, if you tend to lock your elbows, soften your knees. What do I mean by locking the elbows? Sometimes people's elbows can bend the opposite way. That's terrible for your joints. It causes too much wear and tear. And if you notice, I can even turn my elbow kind of the wrong way. That's really bad for your joints. So soften the elbows a whole bunch. Make sure your hands are under your shoulders. Your knees are underneath your hips. Now, shoot one leg out. I'm going to do my right leg. Take your left hand out behind